really, WB is awful as far as booking goes. Then it was the Layla Kelly match, and I didn't get to see a whole lot of this matchup. We were watching it. We had some technical problems. It was freezing on us, so I didn't get to see everything from this match. There was Tiffany came out with Kelly. There was a spot where Kelly or Tiffany, I don't remember who, knocked McCool into the crowd, and then Layla got into, Kelly got back in the ring, and Layla finished her up there, I think. Anyway, very short matchup. Better than the debut between Layla and Kelly on ECW, because they both improved, but it's not saying a whole lot, though I am a big supporter of Lay Cool. I think they're the best thing running on SmackDown for the most part. But anyway, very bland, very poor. No need. You can skip. This is like to go to the bathroom, go to the stands, get a pretzel, go to your fridge. That's this matchup. You didn't miss much with this one. Then it was the Raw Money in the Bank matchup, which I was very disappointed with as well. It was very similar to the SmackDown one, where it wasn't a whole lot of flashy, cool spots. Randy Orton hit a couple RKOs, one of which against Edge was very well timed. He had another cool one against Jericho in the matchup. But overall, it was some finishers hit there, to take out like Mark Henry, but there wasn't a whole. They set up this big ladder thing with like the ladder inverted upside down and another one standing, and like all that happened in the end was like Edge got knocked off and hit stomach first on the thing, which on what the joint of the ladder, and I'm sure that hurt, but like it didn't look that great on TV, and that was about it. Like there wasn't a whole lot to it. I must say, though, Orton is hugely over. It's ridiculous how over he is right now. WWE, please do not put the World Heavyweight title on Orton. There is absolutely no need. He's so over on his own. This is the time to build him up as this big guy and let him get a title shot down the road. Don't rush it. Do not put the belt on Orton anytime soon. We'll have to wait and see what happens, but I think it would be a dumb move. In the end, though, Miz pulls Orton off the ladder, and he runs up and gets it, so Miz wins the Money in the Bank. I think this sets up well that you can have Miz be the first one to lose his Money in the Bank cash-in, because I think it ends up working well for him. I don't think he needs the world title right now. He's not ready at that point, and this could be a good move in the end to have Miz and some kind of guy with, build some feud after that. I think if WWE's smart, they're going to feud Miz and Orton for a little bit. I think that's a plausible feud that you can use. Another thing that I do have to criticize is on Raw, they had that big spot with the shooting star into the RKO from Evan Bourne, or Orton giving to Evan Bourne. And it was a great spot. It was awesome to watch. It's probably going to be in openings, in a couple of weeks for Raw and stuff. But that should have been at the pay-per-view here. That was such a good spot. You should have waited and done that spot at the pay-per-view. I think it would have been much more memorable, and people would have remembered a lot more other than just being on a random Raw. After that, though, was the John Cena-Sheamus matchup, and I gotta say, if you've seen John Cena-Sheamus wrestle once, you've seen this match. They didn't add a whole lot new to it. Even though it was surrounded by a cage, they did very little with the cage, a couple of spots, I hit the cage and stuff like that, but other than that, not much happened. Nexus interferes while Cena's trying to get out. Justin Gabriel attacks him, and Justin Gabriel literally sits on the edge of the cage, facing inside the cage, and Cena hip tosses him. Like he set up and just sitting there waiting for it. It looked awful, in my opinion. Then Darren Young and Tarver attacked Cena on the side of the cage to stop him from getting down. While on the other side, Sheamus got out of the cage while Heath Slater tried to beat him up, and Sheamus drops off and ends up retaining the title and runs off, while the other Nexus members that weren't beating up Cena follow him through the crowd or whatever. And then Cena gets out of the ring finally, beats up Darren Young again, beats up Tarver after like setting up for like a clothesline for like an hour, like he did the football stance, the 3-point stance, for like an hour waiting for Tarver to set up, and then hit him with a clothesline, which looked, that was just a waste of pay-per-view time. And then Cena picks up the stairs and hits Tarver with the stairs, and then leaves. And that was it. That was the end of the pay-per-view. To be honest, if I gotta rate this pay-per-view like 1 to 10, this pay-per-view is a 4 at most. You did not miss much by missing this pay-per-view if you did not get it. Even being a gimmick pay-per-view, being the Money in the Bank matches, it just wasn't that exciting. Maybe we've seen too many of these Money in the Bank matches. I don't know. Just something wasn't here, and there was some bad booking decisions overall on the show. Very poor pay-per-view overall. I'm not sure how everyone else feels about it, but anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy. New Wrestle themes should be coming up in a couple days or so.